So year number 1, 2023, 5,000 pesos, you ultimately put in 60,000 pesos. After that, you earn 40,200 pesos for the year. Your total money for the year would be 64,200 pesos. Now at year 10, 2032, you are now putting 27,500 pesos. With that, you already have a starting portfolio of 2.4 million. When you invest that into something that's 7%, you now get 172,000 pesos from that 2.4, which gives you a total portfolio of 2.6 million pesos at the end of the year. And at the end of it all, you would have about 86 million pesos. Now, this is not magic. This is not get rich quick. This is get rich right, get rich methodically, get rich with discipline, get rich in a boring way, get rich in something that's slow and steady, but it's tried and tested that it works. Hey guys, in this video, I want to show you the power of compounding, how big your money can go if you let it compound for you. And what I want to show you also is that you don't have to start with something that's big, but you just have to be consistent. You just have to be disciplined. You just have to continually put in money. And also when it starts earning, you don't withdraw the money until you hit your goal. But above and beyond that also is that when you start earning, whatever you earn also should be reinvested back. Now, I want to place a context also in this video. First things first, you're going to start things off with 5,000 pesos on a monthly basis. So assuming that we're starting this at the start of 2023, I know by the time this is out, we're already midway 2023, but let's just assume it's a start of 2023, 5,000 pesos, and then you're going to invest it in something that will give you about 7%. So 7% is higher than some conservative investments, but it's still not, I would consider it's not something that's very, very aggressive. It's not something that's very, very hard to achieve. This is what will make it interesting. Part of the rules also is that every year, you're gonna add 2,500 pesos monthly. This assumes that maybe you get promoted. This assumes that maybe you get another side hustle. This assumes also that you have other streams of income. Again, before we continue, please do remember, number 1, 5,000 pesos. Add 2,500 pesos a month. Do that consistently for 40 years. But above and beyond that, you're investing it in something that's 7%. This is not something that's flashy. This is not something that is hard to achieve. But above and beyond that, you're not taking the money out and you're reinvesting the gains as well. At the end of this, I want to show you the power of compounding interest. I want to show you the power of how the boring things in life is what will make you rich if it's done properly and consistently. So year number 1, 2023, 5,000 pesos, you ultimately put in 60,000 pesos. After that, you earn 40,200 pesos for the year. Your total money for the year would be 64,200 pesos. Next, 2024, from 5,000 pesos, you are now adding 2,500. That gives you 7,500, which leads you to a total money that you placed in, 64,200, plus the total number that you would add from the 7,500 pesos a year, which brings you to 154,200. Then, as you earn 7%, that gives you 10,794. You add that together, you get 164,994 pesos. Now, on the third year, 2025, you now are putting 10,000 pesos. That gives you a total money invested already, or plus the earnings at 284,994. As it earns 7% for the year, you get 19,949.58. Your total money at the end of the year would already be 304,943.58. Now we start year 4, 2026 at 12,500. You'll see now it's 454,943.58. Then as it earns 7%, you earn 31,846.05. Then your total for the year would already be 486,789.63 thousand pesos. I just want to note this though, if you notice at year 1, you were just earning 4,200, but on year 4, it's already 31,846.05. There's already a massive increase just because you reinvested, just because you put in more money, and just because you did not withdraw. But let's continue. Year 5, which is 2027, you're now putting in 15,000 pesos, which brings the total money that you have at around 666,789.63. Putting that in something that gives you 7%, you earn 46,675.27 for the year, bringing your total portfolio to 464.90 for 2027. 2028, year 6, you're adding 17,500. 70,500 gives you about 923,464.90. When that starts earning 7%, you earn 64,642.54, which gives you a total of 988,107.45. Now on year 7, which is 2029, you're now putting in 20,000 pesos on a yearly basis or on a monthly basis. Now the total money that you have would be 1.2 million roughly. As you invest that in something that's giving you 7%, you start earning 85,967.52 a year. At the end of year 7, your portfolio is now 1.3 million pesos. So congratulations, at the end of year 7, you're now a peso millionaire. Let's continue. Year number 8, 2030, you have 22,500. Please do remember we're adding 2,500 pesos on a monthly basis. Now you have 1.5 million pesos, earning 7% a year. You get 110,000 pesos earnings ready for the year, giving you around 1.6 million pesos. On the 9th year, 2031, you are now putting 25,000 pesos. And as you start doing that, you now have 1.9 million pesos. At 7% interest, you earn 139,000 pesos a year. This gives you a total of 2.1 million pesos. Now at year 10, 2032, you are now putting 27,500 pesos. With that, you already have a starting portfolio of 2.4 million. When you invest that into something that's 7%, you now get 172,000 pesos from the 2.4, which gives you a total portfolio of 2.6 million pesos at the end of the year. Now, let's start at 2011. You now are at 2033. 30,000, you are now putting in 30,000 pesos on a monthly basis, which gives you a total portfolio to start at the year at 2.9 million pesos. Investing 7% into that, you now have 209,000 pesos. This gives you a total of 3.2 million pesos at the end of the year. At the 12th year, which is 2034, you are now putting in 32,500 pesos. You now have a total portfolio at the start of the year 3.5 million pesos, 3596929.05 to be exact. Investing 7% into that, you earn 251,785.03 for the year. Then after that, you now have 3.848714 million.08 at the end of year 12. So as you can see, the prevalent theme here, what will make your money grow faster is really not just you investing it, not just you not taking money out, not just you investing, but it's about you increasing the amount of money that you put in on a yearly basis. The reason why I'm saying this, there's so much emphasis on investing it on things that will go to the moon, investing it on things that will go fast, but sometimes if you do it slow, that's what will make you rich. It's the slow things in life that will make you rich. It's the slow things in life that will allow you to have something that's of significance. And if you look at this also, 7% rate of return, this is something that's very achievable. This is something that's very sustainable. We're now at year 18. At 2040, you're putting in 47,500. Total money that you've placed in would have been 8.8 or somewhere around 8.9 million pesos. Allowing it to earn 7% will give you 9.5 million pesos already. If you notice it on a regular basis, the more your portfolio gets bigger, the more you would get in also in terms of interest earnings. And that's what compounding really is, and that's where the magic is. Always do remember that compounding interest takes time and people are so fascinated about earning quick bucks when they realize that if you do it slow and you do it properly and you build the base, you allow yourself to have something that's very, very sustainable that will allow you to have good repetitive earnings as well. But here's one key thing that people don't see. The ability for you to add 2,500 pesos a month means that you are either an entrepreneur, or you're someone getting a side hustle, or you're someone that is in the corporate job getting promoted on a regular basis or getting bonuses, or if you're a salesperson, you're actually earning more, which allows you to have the ability to be able to put in more money. So if you look at it here, year 25, 2047, you're now putting in 65,000 pesos on a monthly basis. You now have 20 million invested, plus the earnings, plus the money that you've placed in. If it's earning 7% per year, it's at 1.4 million. At the end of the year, you now have 21.6 million pesos. In the same time, in year 26, 2048, you're now adding 67,500 pesos on a yearly basis. That brings you to 22.4 million. If you continually invest that in 7%, 23,979,239.37. If you've been following what I've been saying at the start of the video, the key here is consistency. The key here is discipline, to put in money on a regular basis, to not get lured into just putting it into high yielding investments just for the sake of putting it. Please do remember this. If you're the type of person who cannot take risks, who cannot stomach the volatility, then it's okay for you to take lower volatility investments, but you just have to be faithful. You just have to be disciplined. You just have to do it methodically. You just have to not FOMO into other investments, because as you can see here, it's the numbers verifying things to you. It's me showing you that from the numbers, if you do it on a disciplined way, you continue to pile it in, you continue to invest, you continue to not take out the money, and you just let it grow for you, then you will see it over time that it actually works. Now on year 38, 2060, you're now putting in 97,500, which gives you about 68 million pesos. Please do remember, at 68 million, are Euro millionaire already. You're already also a dollar millionaire. At 7% earnings per year, you now have 72 million pesos at the end of the year. Then at year 39, 2061, you're putting in 100,000 pesos. Which gives you at the start around 73.9 million. Then at the end of the year, you now have about 79.16 million. The earnings that you get from 73 million would be about 5.1 million pesos. That's the earnings that you get. And if you look at this, 5.1 million was the total portfolio that you had in year 14, which was 2036. So meaning your total portfolio at that time is just now your interest earnings. But please do remember, and look at the tipping point here. After the 20th year, you suddenly now see your millions start to scale up. And that's how compounding works. It's slow at the start, but once it gets bigger, the snowball effect happens, and then you get to see a larger amount of money in it. Year 40, 2062, 102,500. Portfolio at the start would be around 80 million. And at the end of it all, you would have about 86 million pesos. Now, this is not magic. This is not get rich quick. This is get rich right, get rich methodically, get rich with discipline, get rich in a boring way, get rich in something that's slow and steady, but it's tried and tested that it works. So if you want to know how to build a portfolio that you can see grow over time, I believe doing it slow, doing it steady, doing it methodical, giving you the ability to be able to add money on a regular basis is key, because not everyone will be CEOs, not everyone would be able to enter investments that will moon all the time, not everyone would be a hit startup wonder, but all of you can do something that's disciplined over time that will help you grow money. So I hope this helps you. I hope that this is something that gave you enough insight. If you have questions, put it down in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to make a video off of that. I'm doing a new format. I'm not sure if you've noticed it. It's mostly audio and overlay. Do let me know if this is something that is beneficial for all of you, because this gives emphasis on data. This gives emphasis on the words and the learnings that you see out on the screen. So that's it for now. Marvin Gurmo. I hope this video helps you. Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.